thought I'd do another video now that I am officially 4 weeks post-op from my thigh lift and my breast uplift with implants. So nothing much has really changed. Stephen went back to work yesterday, been at work today. I've been tired quite a lot, but I struggled to get to sleep last night. It took me hours. This breast is still high. I've tried self-massages. I am booked in to have the lymphatic draining massage Thursday, which was meant to have Thursday just gone, but given the circumstances, had to postpone. The reason that I have lost contact with the company that I used is simply because it was the way I was treated. So for my gastric sleeve, I paid for that in full. For my 360 FDL tummy tuck and my arm lift, I had discount, but I paid for that in full, other than the discount. This surgery I had sponsored, paid for, and ever since I had the surgery, from 1 day post-op, bearing in mind this was very painful for me, my thighs were the worst. 1 day post-op, I was asked to share stuff to my stories. 2nd day post-op, I was being asked to do videos, even though I wasn't myself, I wasn't well. I was in a lot of pain with my thighs, and I don't know whether that's because of the lipedema. I don't know whether that's because I was no longer on cocodamol, and I was only being given 1 paracetamol every 4 to 6 hours. So I was going through a lot in the early days of being post-op from the surgery. Nothing really to do with the hospital, like apart from the fact that I was only having 1 paracetamol. The hospital, just to me, I'd been to cleaner hospitals previously. This was a different hospital, 3rd different hospital that I'd been to through the company that I went with. They cleaned once a day. Previous hospitals, 3-4 times a day. So the standards were different to what I'd expect. And then when I had loads of blood on my bed at one point, and I got up to go for a walk, and I did say, like, my bed needs changing, is it okay if I get it changed? They said, yeah. They have to call someone to change the bed. I did my walk, I was shattered. Got back, still no one was there. I had to sit down, so I got into bed. As soon as I got comfy, someone came in to change the bed. I was like, no, too late. Like, literally, everyone knows it's an effort to get in and out of that bed. So that was just the downfall with the hospital, other than the food, medication. Like, the staff, as soon as I rang the call bell, they were there. Apart from one time, I was waiting an hour and a half because they said they couldn't hear the bell even though it was flashing. But that was just one time. Any other time, as soon as I rang that call bell, someone was there. Can't fault any of the coordinators, really. There was quite a few times I had to use Google Translate because what I was saying they didn't fully understand, and I don't know if it's the way I say it or how I say things. So I did use Google Translate, literally as a comfort to myself, because it seemed when I explained it, they still looked at me like gone out. But no, as soon as I had the surgery, so much was expected of me, and I just wanted to recover. I didn't want to be in pain. I was so worried that my thighs looked no different. I was upset because I was going through so much. I was going through the fact of, did I do this surgery because I wanted it, or was it for sharing for social media, or did I just accept it because it was offered to me? Would I have paid for it? Like, so much was going through my mind. And I'm not being funny. There's nothing wrong with the fact that I accepted free, complimentary, sponsored surgery. I didn't sign anything. I had a good relationship with the owner, so I thought. But it just I felt owned. And it made my recovery worse. I just wanted to get home. The day before I was due to fly, I had one of the coordinators come in because they wanted to do a video of me, like, after my surgery. I was just like, I look a mess. I'm still in my compression. I'm not even dressed. I just felt not me. And I didn't want to be forced to do something when my mindset wasn't in the right place. Like, it's taken a lot for me to... I have to be in the right mindset to do anything. Otherwise, it's not going to be done right, or it's going to be... I have to be in the right mindset. I don't know how to explain it. But I flew home Sunday, so I had an extra day. I was meant to fly home Saturday, but I wanted an extra day. So on the Sunday, I messaged the owner because I woke up with the worst headache. And I'm not even joking, this headache stayed with me for almost a week being home. I didn't know how to get rid of it. I even bought Nurofen migraine relief tablets. I'd had sugar. I'd tried everything. I googled it. An energy drink fucking solved it. But I tried everything. I didn't know. It was like not a normal headache. It was like a constant buzzing. So I had this headache on Sunday. And I messaged the owner just to say, look, I really don't feel very well. I felt horrid. I'll be honest, I felt sick. I didn't even want to go to the airport, but I wanted to just time travel to home. I didn't want to go to the airport because I felt so sick and so horrible. I don't know what time it was. It was like 5, 6 in the morning, just to say, look, I really don't feel very well. As soon as I'm home, I'm more myself. I'll do a video of afterwards, blah, blah, blah. That wasn't acceptable. I had words thrown at me after all I've done for you. We have to do this video. And I felt, I can't fucking say no, can I? What have I just had done? So I wasn't even dressed, and I had a coordinator come in 3 or 4 times on that Sunday, and I genuinely had my coat on top of my head. And even the second time I think he came in, or the third time, I was just drifting to sleep, and my mum was like, look, she's asleep, and he left. But I had to do the video. I had no choice. But I did turn around and say, I apologise to the coordinator because it's not his fault, because he's just doing his job. He's just doing what he's been told and paid to do. But I did say, I'm fucking pissed off, and I will literally tell you how shit the hospital's been because they've only cleaned it once a day. I was angry because I felt used. Like, they didn't care about how I felt, the fact that I didn't feel good or that I had a headache. They really didn't give a shit. They wanted this video. I don't know if they've used this video, but yeah, I put my trainer, got changed, got dressed, put my pyjamas on because I travelled home in my pyjamas. This is how shit I felt, how unwell I felt, because I couldn't be asked to get actually dressed. Put my trainers on, then realised, fucking hell, my feet don't fit in my trainers, they've swollen. Anyway, I'll go and do this video, and I can't help but laugh because my head's spinning, and I'm just like trying to say some of the coordinators are good, like, but I did have to use Google Translate. It was so fucking hard because I couldn't even focus on what positives to say when I felt basically forced in doing a video. When I'm not feeling very well, I am feeling shit, and then I'm angry because of the situation. But bearing in mind, I didn't even see the messages from the owner until I got back after the video to say, after everything I've done for you, blah, blah, blah. So all I knew is I had to do it. Doesn't matter. I have to do it because they've paid for it. and it was